because I never fully remember. I think that's a manure cart, so not something I want. But okay, they're ready to mow. That's empty, so let us do the filling up thing. Where's... oh, okay. Where's the truck? Well, it's where we left it, all the way over there. Completely disoriented coming in there. Now the other thing is there is a manure purchase point, but again I don't have a manure spreader. But that could also be an option. I mean, it's not like we don't have the money to buy one if I felt like it. With the steering axles on that tanker, it can be difficult sometimes to maneuver things. And I forgot to turn the reverser off. So there's always that. That's annoying me. Let's jump in the truck. Shift to neutral. While we're not locking, the pipe falls out. Grab that. It there. Like that. Come on. You know you want to connect to that bolt. Really, really you do. Fine. Pull forward a bit, get the tank angled a little better. And I left the beeper on. Yay, connected. And come to here, make the hand gesture, jump up there. And load. So this will leave the tanker empty. We're going to have to take that back to the BGA to refill. But we don't really have sufficient to bring back with us. Obviously this field is going to take probably a little more than 30,000 litres. But the other thing I might do is restage. Oops, stay there because we have to turn the pump off. I might stage the field side refill tank. Now, see, it automatically turns the pump on when it's off when everything's empty. Okay, that fell off. that went back quite painlessly for a change. Okay, so this we need to stage out facing down the hill because it serves no purpose until we get some stuff in it. Probably need to drive down the hill a bit because it's going to interfere with the worker. We'll drive this down to the other end. So yeah. One possibility is, see, something like that might fit us. I would have to do a better check on how much. Ooh, that was a wild turn. I might have to do a check to see how much, what the maximum horsepower on the 800 is. But we could get another class. Kind of in the upper 300s or low 300 horsepower range. It won't do things like ploughing or whatever, but it'll work for some of the tasks we have. Okay, let's put that there. We are back at, oops, no, let's turn that off. I want the tractor facing 0 degrees. That's better. Okay, now let's turn it on. Because otherwise we end up with a wedge as it diverges away from where I positioned it. Hopefully that side looks close enough. The worker's not going to be too upset with where we positioned that. So off you go. So that's going to run until it's empty. That's fine. That, I'm undecided what to do with him right now. Let's, you. Actually, I should try and rescue as much of the Clover without driving on it as possible. So, unfold, lower, engage, back mower, unfold lower, oops, go forwards. That's a good plan. Because you kind of want the front rower mower running so that you're mowing stuff on the ground and not destroying it as you drive forwards. Anyway, that's there. So, the good thing is this has 70 litres of clover in it, so if I've got any grass from the edge of the field there, again, not going to be a problem. That is clover, isn't it? Yes. Up and pick up, turn everything on, drive forwards, and Control F. Okay, let's see where we go. And I have just messed up. Okay, turn it on, and let's go. Yes. Yeah, I don't know what that glitch is, but it's a glitch. So I guess if we can cut the clover today, we'll do some wrapping. I can just, once this kit's done, what I might end up doing is go back to the yard. We can drop off all the mowing equipment because we'll be done with that for now. We just have the wrapping and collecting. I can use the JCB for that later in the day. Well, at least the wrapping. Wrap the bales. We take the JCB, we take the wrapper back to the yard, we take the JCB down to the BGA, we sell off all the bales that are there and use some of the remaining daylight to transfer the bales from that first field over to the BGA to finish fermenting. That kind of sounds like a plan. Bales from this field, maybe tomorrow game day will be when that happens. And I probably shouldn't be running this at 12 miles an hour because the baler can only do about 9. Actually, he's not doing bad. He's keeping up quite well. So, okay. But as soon as the clover's cut, I can hitch a plough onto the front of this, onto the back of this thing, and go plough that field that we put digestate down on. Don't know if you're supposed to do it immediately, but it should mix it all up nicely, shall we say. Swing that round there somewhat. Okay, opposite is done. He should shut down automatically. That's fine. At least the field is partially treated now. We'll do some more tomorrow when we have more digestate available at the BGA. We'll be able to see how much we end up with, I guess. I don't really know what the conversion rate is. I do know there's some loss. So 100,000 litres of silage does not mean you get 100,000 litres of digestate out of the tanks. Depending what you put in can result in differing percentages returned. You can even put manure and slurry into some BGAs and you get paid for them, and then you also get some digestate out of it, but it's a big loss of quantity. But, anyway, I've lost the baler again. Let's slow down, let him catch up. So the yield map on this is looking very much similar to the previous cut. I don't appear to be gaining much yield, if any, here. And that's entirely possible because we have a lower than perfect pH and a higher than perfect nitrogen, but less so than it was before. Every time we cut the crop, the nitrogen content drops slightly. But it's better than it was. And it's still higher than ideal. So that's a thing too. So carefully do that. Swing around and merge slowly with the field. So there's less windrows to collect that the baler misses because of its turning abilities. What I might do at the end of these rows now is do a 270 left turn in order to not leave bits of clover on the ground. And the case should be able to follow that turn fairly well, but the windrows are going to be just straight to the edge of the cut area each time. I'm thinking I'm going to have to cut the grass today. Actually, I don't. I've taken last week off work and this week off work. So Mrs. Osa has some medical issues and needs to be cared for. And teenage Osa needs educating, so there's all of that. So I took last week and this week off, and then I think I'll be going in, I'll be applying for some medical leave, but it's going to be intermittent as needed to visit the hospital and do things like that for tests and whatever the tests turn up. So I don't actually have to cut the grass today. I could do it Monday, Tuesday, whatever. I also need to get the sprayer out and spray the footpath. I can't run the sprayer trailer along the footpath because the spray head's too wide. But I can park it alongside and use the wand to deal with the weeds. That'll be something I have to do in the coming week as well. Okay, let's do 217 and see where the baler is. I'm okay. He's keeping up quite well, so that's a good thing. Up for 12:30, so I should probably think about going to eat something. Already run out of stuff to drink, so coming up to a good rest point for the series, and we can pick up next week, finishing off the clover cut, and maybe one and wrapping it, and then maybe once that's done, those silage bales down at the BGA will be cooked and ready to feed to the digester. Yeah, I don't know what it is about the class that doesn't allow me to use the front or this mower set on it. It works them all, but it doesn't cut with the front mower. And it's not the only mod tractor that has that problem. This is also a mod tractor that doesn't have the problem. So it's not a complete catastrophe, but I think on one of Daggerwin's series he had problems with a mod tractor and the Vicon mower. It didn't work the front mower. Okay, run this one down here. I think once we get to the bottom we'll stop at the end. I'll jump into the case and we'll go do the headlands on the corners, so I don't have to remember to do stuff next week. couple more runs like this and we should straighten that edge. This could be close to it, so let's do that there. Alrighty, we'll turn that off and lift it off the ground. There we go. Turn that off and lift it off the ground. No. Lift it off the ground. We'll turn the engine off and jump out. Okay. And we'll do a flying jump into the case. Yay. Okay. So yeah, it doesn't like making a turn with the baler on the back running. Lift the thing, we can run at speed. So I'll do the corners, and I think for now we can call it there. I'll do a quick check on what all else needs done. Why is that not working? Because the pickup header didn't register when I pushed the button. It's just annoying sometimes. So I'll try do that again. I think I can probably snag that hay and it won't mess much of anything up. Yes. Okay. The head, turn it off, divert. Horsepower to go. There's small amounts here. Really not so much of a big deal on this. That corner's quite shallow, so we're getting the most out of this area. Obviously, the further we go into the field, the less the baler is going to follow us, which is why I was doing the 270s, because okay, that was a full bale. One last corner. I mean, it's good, but you have to keep the turn shallow or have someone in this tractor to do a good, a precise turn. Lower. Looks like this corner is pretty much catered for. Okay, turn that off. And we'll go park this behind the mower. So this will be ready to pick up next week where we're leaving off. Drop. Off, raise the thing, turn the engine off. So there you have it. How many bales have we created so far? Now that includes the 72 we had earlier. Ooh, we're already up to 145. Good grief. So going around this field 1, 2, 3, 4 times has made more bales in this field than we got from the last one. Still, again, we're only seeing the pH value. I'm not seeing the nitrogen content for some reason. So if we go here, come down to here, I suppose I can guess. Looks like that edge is 60 to 80 from these bits. This is 120 and 100. So it looks like we're dropping about 40 kilograms per hectare of nitrogen every time we harvest this. Like I said, I don't know, for some reason, I don't know what the nitrogen requirement on this field is, because it's not telling me. We could jump to the JCB and see if that gives me any. Well, let's try here. See, just telling me the pH, it's not telling me the nitrogen. Looks like the field info panel has glitched out on us as well. So we'll have to deal with that next time. And it'll probably, I'll exit out, I'll reload, and it'll probably tell me everything I need to know. Sheep were good. Let's check that. That lower field is going to need some... No, that's the upper field. They need grass, and I can't deal with that. They need clover hay. But we have a ton of clover hay, so that's not an issue. I don't think you can buy grass bales. Hay, straw, round bale. Maize silage, yeah, that's no good for us. CCM, round bale, horse hay. So yeah, we don't have any bales that are any use to us there. The other thing I did want was... See, that doesn't say you can put clover silage into it, and it's a forage mixer wagon, hay, straw and silage to make TMR, so that's not really what I'm looking for. These are for round bales, so they doesn't say what they load with though. This thing here takes straw bales, and that's the icon for straw, so I can only put straw in that feed, that wagon. Again, these are for mixers. This is a chopper, again, only for straw. This is a chopper. But you can put, I think that's silage, grass, hay and straw. But it doesn't say you can put clover in it. These are just liquid tanks. So I could buy that, stick a clover bale in it and see if it'll chop it. Because that has a potential for doing stuff. It looks like you just dip it in. Oh, there's the feed layer, the feed thing. And I could put a clover bale in it, clover silage bale in it, see if it chops it, and if it doesn't chop it, I can sell it and the bale will stay there. But if that works, I could put clover bales in there, clover silage bales in there, and then just haul it out to the sheep as and when they need it, and feed them exactly what they need. Yeah, for now, let's walk over here. But for right now, I think we are good. I will catch you all next week. Have a good rest of your weekend. Have a good week, and we'll be back next week, Saturday, round about 9 o'clock in the morning, for another instalment on Oakfield Farm, Farming Agency Edition. But for right now, I'm out of here.